Ogechi did not cry at her mother's funeral. As the last clod of red earth struck the casket, others wept, but her eyes remained dry. Twin stones set in a face that had known more pain than peace. They said she was cursed. First, her father died in a freak accident when she was barely 5. Then her brother, Ikenna, vanished on the eve of his wedding. And now, Mama, the last rope tying her to something called family, was gone. But Ogechi had learned early. In her world, grief was a luxury. She wore silence like armor. After the funeral, she returned to the family compound in Owerri. The compound was once lively. Music, visitors, palm wine flowing like rain. Now, only dust remained, and the whisper of memories. She wasn't alone. Chidi, her half-brother, stood at the gate with a face carved from resentment. He was her father's son by another woman, the one everyone called Mama's second wife. "Why are you here?" Chidi asked, voice flat as a rusted blade. "She was my mother too," Ogechi replied. "You only show up when someone dies." He turned away before she could answer. That night, the past returned like a thief. In her old room, she found a letter under her pillow, Mama's handwriting. The ink smudged, but the words bled through. "My daughter, if you are reading this, I am no more. But the truth still waits in the storeroom. Forgive me. I did what I had to do to protect you. Love, Mama." Ogechi's hands trembled. The storeroom. That room had been locked for years. Her mother never let her in. She waited until dawn. Inside the storeroom, cobwebs clung to her like questions. She pried open an old wooden trunk. Inside were papers, deeds, a birth certificate, and a photograph. 2 babies, twins. The names beneath, Ogechi and Ikenna. Her heart stopped. Ikenna was a twin, her blood, and he hadn't vanished. He had been taken. A second letter lay at the bottom of the box. "They told me to give one child. I chose you. I thought you'd be safer with me than with your uncle. Forgive me." Ogechi fell to her knees. A sob escaped, sharp and sudden, like lightning splitting the sky. The next day, she confronted Chidi. "You knew." He didn't deny it. Ikenna was supposed to inherit everything. "Not you, but Mama took him, hid him. You grew up poor, thinking you were alone, but you were the chosen one. He was raised like a ghost in someone else's house." "Where is he?" she asked, voice like broken glass. "Gone. He ran away years ago. No one knows where." For days, Ogechi wandered Owerri streets, asking questions, visiting old neighbors, paying keiki drivers for stories. At last, in a mechanic yard on the city's edge, she found him. Ikenna. Same eyes, same birthmark near the chin, but harder, angrier. "You left me. I didn't know. She chose you." She regretted it until her last breath. He stared at her for a long time. Then tears, sharp, unwelcome, formed in his eyes. He didn't hug her, not yet, but something cracked between them. Not hatred, not forgiveness. A start. Weeks later, Ogechi and Ikenna stood side by side in court, challenging the will Chidi tried to forge alone. They didn't want the house or the land. They wanted the truth. And when the judge ruled in their favor, Ogechi didn't smile, but she held her brother's hand. And for the first time in years, she felt something that wasn't pain. Moral. Blood remembers, even when secrets try to bury it. And some roots, no matter how hidden, will always find the sun.